Well, I fitted out my HILUX and taken the tub off and put a tray on it in Canopy, and I've set it up specifically for hunting. Now, a lot of the stuff and the ideas I got from other YouTubers, and I'm sure you'll find them as well. But like I said, this is specifically for hunting and living in the field on larger properties, so that I've got the flexibility to move around and set up where I need to chase feral animals. So if you're interested, stay tuned and I'll show you how I did my build. Canopy's finally turned up from Sydney Tools, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I bought the Daytona 1800 by 1600 for the Canopy refit. And one thing I found when I was looking for canopies was the fact that a lot of the canopies were only 1780 wide, whereas Sydney Tools Canopy was 1800, which fitted my tray perfectly with a little space on either side of the lip. And yeah, I was pretty pleased with the price that the Canopy came in. So this is the start of the rebuild, and I'll keep you posted. One of the things I fitted before the Canopy turned up was a water tank. Now, I didn't have room underneath the tray, obviously because of the trundle drawer, because it's a full-length drawer. So I ended up with the headboard water tank, and I got it from up in Queensland. The details in the description below if you're interested. But it was the only one that was came with all the accessories, so the tap, the breather cap, and all the brackets for the fitting. So yeah, I've fitted it up behind the headboard, and this is what it looks like. So the headboard water tank fits perfectly between the Canopy and the cabin, and like I said before, it came with all the fittings and fixtures, which I was really pleased with. So the brackets, the breather that you can see at the back there, and down the bottom the actual connections for fitting up to your water pump. So I connected a water pump underneath the tray and set it up so that it came through a quick fit connection, and that I basically have the water close to where my kitchen outlet is, and my control unit there, and as you can see, it runs extremely well. And when it's not in use, I can disconnect it. So as you can see from the tray, the Canopy fits perfectly in between the two lips of the tray. Now, many of the canopies that I looked at were only 1780 wide, not 1800. And Sydney Tools was pretty much one of the only ones that had like an 1800 wide by the 1600, which was what I was after. So I got some rubber from Bunnings to separate the tray and the Canopy, to keep the noise and the vibration down, and to give the support to the Canopy. So that's it fitted. So the first thing I had to do was to try and sort out what I'm going to do for the floor. I'm going to actually raise the floor up. And the other thing that I ended up getting was a set of drawers, and again from Sydney Tools. It's designed to fit in this particular tray, so it was perfect for all the stuff that I need for shooting. Now I'm going to set up the driver's side for shooting, and on the other side will be set up for camping, cooking, and the kitchen. Because of the welds in the floor and some of the ridges, such as the drawers, what I've had to do is router out a section so that the timber would fit flush to the floor. So that's the framework done. We've got the conduit in place, and the floor is ready to go in. So what I've done is I've upgraded the area down here to take the fridge slide, and these three here to take the Titan drawer, which pretty much goes straight across the other side. So I pre-wired my control panel, which took me quite a while, but it was good to get it done and tested before I put in. And what I had to do is I had to make sure that I had enough space behind the back of the panel, so I built a box which is part of the wall, and then that bolts on, so it gives me a lot of clearance behind the back and the actual control panel. So that's the finished wall with the control board and the inverter, and 240 over that side with the DC to DC charger, slimline battery. I got myself a 150 watt solar panel, and I use the threaded rivets to bolt it straight to the roof of the canopy. And obviously I use the white sheet, which gives us a little bit of distance between the canopy and the solar panel for breathing and for heat control. And up the front, obviously gone through the compression device through the Anderson plugs onto the solar panel, which runs into the solar controller on the control board. So instead of using the original Titan drawer, I ended up getting a shorter drawer, so I had more space on the other side of the operating area for hunting. And the XTM drawer, we've got all the bits and pieces in there, and it's got an stainless steel top, which I can use for placing on cups and cooking gear and that sort of thing. What I did is I built a table that I can take out and use outside on the canopy, and I've used two connection points here. And what I do is I'll take the table off and set it up, and it's got a drop down leg, and it just makes perfect area for cooking and camping. Perfect area for the admin side of things with this canopy. I can do my cooking. There's the cooker fits here, and there's enough area to work on behind. Fridge is right here, and the drawer. It's all in a working area on the camping side of this canopy. So I bought two Gorilla tie-down points from Bunnings. I made a couple of L-shaped brackets which slide in between the tie-down points and the tray, and obviously bolted to a top, which is just a simple top made at Bunnings. It's in fact a shelf. It comes as a unit, and obviously I made an adjustable leg which gives it a little bit of support on the end so that I can put a little bit of weight on it, and I know that it's not going to collapse on me. As I said, I bought the XTM drawer, and it's the shorter drawer, and obviously gives me far more space on the other side for operating from. And with the drawer, I made a frame which goes up over the top, and it levels off with the control panel, and everything up here it can be used for the charging station, the USB port, and any other things that I need to just put in for an overnight. And everything is all set up for administration and camping. So the finish on this side, again down here, I've used the Bunnings Gorilla tie-down points. This is my operating box with all my batteries and charging cameras and all that sort of stuff I need for hunting. My camera gear, storage space at the back for my other bits and pieces, and my trapping gear. And up here, obviously the drawer. At the top, I've changed the lock so I can put all my ammunition, bolts and things in accordance with the New South Wales regulations. Oh no, that's the canopy completed. Hopefully you'll get something from it. I got a lot of information from other people on YouTube. I didn't want to go into showing you the build and cutting and sawing and all that other stuff. I thought there's a lot of other stuff out there on YouTube land that you'd be able to get that information from. So I just wanted to show you the specifics. If you want any information about some of the kit that I've got, how I did it, where I bought it, please drop me a line, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you think that somebody else will get benefit from this, please pass the video on. So give me the thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.